I salute all of you from wherever you are. This is your information provider, Professor Paul Mwangi Kebicho. And I'll start by passing my message of condolences to the family of Betty Bio. It's quite unfortunate that she left us. And we can't complain because it is God who gives, it is God who takes away. And I need Madam Mary to confirm to me that I'm clear on that side. So to the entire family of Betty Bio, the husband, the children, the parents, the brothers and sisters, and the extended family members, my deepest sympathies. So we leave everything to God because it is God who gives, it is God who takes away, and He has done His will. So I only request the family members to take heart and to know that God still loves them, and there's nothing that we can do. When death strikes, it strikes, and that is how nature is. So we thank God for the number of years that he gave that wonderful gospel artist. We pray that God is going to console them in a manner that they'll be able to understand that it is God who gives, it is God who takes away. As usual, I have come to discuss my pet subject, and this subject is so important. I'm praying to God that God may give all of us a revelation so that we may understand in a better way why we need to do what I tell you people. Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Jero, my longtime friend. I really thank God for you. Mr. Jero, you know where we have come from. And I can't wait to see you, Jero, making a call after this. You need to be part and parcel of what I do, Mbana Jero. You know me for the longest. I think, Jero, we met in the year 1995. Those are 30 years down the line. When you were a young man, and I was a young man too, because 1995, those are 30 years ago. I was about 21 thereabouts. So, okay, thank you, Shiloh. Thank you, Shiloh. Thank you, Shiloh. That's a wonderful compliment this morning. Today, please, Mr. Mwagisa Williams, welcome. I want to challenge all of you before I start this particular show. I want to challenge all of you. Honestly speaking, I want to challenge all of you. Now, time has come for us now to face the reality the way it's supposed to. Because I have been in this platform for a long period of time, and I speak from a point of knowledge. I have told you on a number of occasions, I'll never sit down here and give you trash. I'll always give you information that can help you. If this is your first time to listen to me, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. This is the only way that you can hold my hands. Kindly continually subscribe and give me likes on my TikTok page. Thank you very much, Dama Queen. Thank you very much, DJ Freak 254. And those people who are also watching me on my Facebook page. Today, I want us to look, this is something that all of you know. And the fact of the matter is, we all know what ought to be done. We know what should be done in this life in order for you to succeed. But most of us people, we assume success is just by talking. Success is not by talking. When you find me where I am today, let me tell you, and I will always quote this, give you this quotation. People admire the product, but they don't like embracing the process. You must embrace the process. What does embracing the process mean? You must be prepared to go through pain to gain. And I want us to learn from the very best, the Bible, because the Bible has got all the information, Dr. Eddie, that we need. It has all the information that we need to move from one level to another. Now, the greatest challenge that I have is this, that despite majority of you being my followers, despite majority of you having followed me from the year 2000, was when I was appearing on KBC Damka Kenya, you are still mark timing. You're still in the same spot. You can't be in the same spot. For how long will you be in the same spot? Now, the great question is, I'm giving you the parable of the 10 maidens, the 10 virgins in the book of Matthew chapter 25, verses 1 to 13. It's a very fascinating story. And this one draws what we call parallels to what we call investments and financial decision making. I want us to unpack this now from an investment perspective. Because this, I believe, this will be the turning point to majority of you watching me from wherever you are. This will be the turning point. What do I mean by the turning point? I believe the Spirit of God will be able to visit you in a special way and turn around your thought process. because basically it is the ability of your minds and of course the activation of your minds that makes us people to be different from others. We are in the same time zone, we are in the same environment, we are breathing the same oxygen, but our thought process is what makes us different. And remember, when thank you very much for the likes, I really appreciate. Ernest Gatimo, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hello, sir. You inspire me a lot. What happened to a program on Saturday night? I'll be responding to that after this. So I want to, as I have told you, for those who are joining me right now, kindly subscribe. If this is your first time to be in my live podcast, kindly subscribe. My YouTube channel is, I don't know what's happening to my Facebook page, and I wanted to be live. So what I'm saying is this, honorable members, we are looking at a story which is provided for in the Bible, in the book of Proverbs, the story of the 10 maidens, the 10 virgins. 10 maidens await the bridegroom. You can imagine you have gone to await the bridegroom, the bride and the bridegroom, but you have the lamp with you, but you have no paraffin. 5 are wise. Remember, even the Bible knows that you have fools. It is not me, Kebicho. Please don't misquote me and don't start casting aspersions to me by saying that Kebisho is very arrogant, Kebisho is aloof. No, Madam Mary Jerry, I'm mentioning what the Bible says. The 10 maidens, 5 were wise. They were wise. They carry extra oil for their lamps, while 5 were foolish. They bring lamps but no extra oil. Now, when the bridegroom delays, the foolish run out of oil and miss the wedding feast. Now, listen to this, because some of us people, we have not been able, Mr. James J. Moore, to understand that the 5 foolish women, virgins, they had lamps, but they had no extra oil. You have an income, but you're not investing. You have an income, but you're not saving. You have an income, but you're doing nothing with it. You're only spending. Bwana Kuria, big Kuria, Bwana Kuria. Listen to this. I normally become, I simplify my conversation. I simplify my delivery, because if I become complex, I will not be helping anyone. I can talk technical jargons because I belong there, but I always make it simple. Thank you very much, Mr. Big Kuria, for giving me a gift, a badge. But I'm saying I make it simple so that everybody can understand, because the purpose of information is to help people understand and act accordingly. So what I'm saying here is that you remember the 5 wise virgins, they had oil in their lamps, but they had extra. Underline that, Liz Martin. Then the 5 foolish ones, they had oil in their lamps, but they had no extra. So if you are there and you don't save any money, you have no investments of any kind, you are like the 5 foolish maiden, or the 5 foolish virgins who had only lamp that was on enough in their lamps, but they had no extra. There's no other way to define it. Sometimes me I become, truth is brutal. Figures and truth are brutal cussings. They are serious cussings, because the truth must be said at all costs. So 5 are foolish because they have the lamp, they have oil, they bring lamps with little oil but without extra. So what does, and look, listen to this. The Bible is categorical that when the bridegroom delays, let me now interpret it in a better way. God may grant you long life. You may live even to 120 years. The question is, there is a danger of outliving your investments. There is a danger of outliving your savings. And therefore, when you have the energy like today, what you are required to do is to start keeping stock. It is to start investing so that when you grow old, you will not become a bother to your children. Hello, your nyokes. I always hope you understand. So I'm trying to interpret, I'm trying to actually elaborate, to expound on what the Bible says. That 5 wise virgins, they had oil in their lamps, but they had extra. Now listen to this. When you hear the bridegroom delayed, when you hear that the bridegroom delayed, what does that one mean? It means that God may give you a prolonged life. So this prolonged life means you require more money to sustain yourself. So if you don't have enough, you cannot just be eating Madam Esther Kamuna, Mr. James Prickest, Madam Sheiks. You cannot be consuming everything. This is why God has given us the brains. God, unlike animals that don't have brains, and no wonder why the Bible has gone ahead and given us a a very simple example that wake up, you sluggard, in the book of Proverbs chapter 6. Wake up, you sluggard, and learn from a safari ant. What does it do? It collects its food during summertime so that when winter comes, it has enough. Look at that small, minute, tiny insect that God is talking about. What about a whole of you? A full person whose anatomy morphology can be seen by somebody 100 meters or 100 kilometers for that matter. So we need to think. Let us think harder. And that is why we gave birth to this company called Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. Because the only way to succeed, the only way to invest is to remove money from its worst enemy. Money's worst enemy is you. When you have money in your pocket, that is when you realize your bed is making noise. That is when you realize that your caps are old-fashioned. That is when you realize that your hairstyle is not matching. That is when you realize that you've been driving one car for far too long. That is when you realize that you need to shift from the estate that you've been living for some time. Because if you have got no project with your money, money will tell you where to take it. So please note that, Calvin Fanny and Baba Kelis. So we are saying, when the bridegroom delays, the foolish run out of well and miss the wedding feast, while the wise are prepared and enter. So in the same context, there are those people when they retire, they become a problem to their children. They become a problem to their children. All the time, you are taking your phone and calling your daughter or your son, asking for financial support. Where are you? You were not jailed. God has been good, gracious to you. You've been healthy for the last 20, 30 years. You've been working for the last 15, 20 years. What are you doing about it? So you need to be like the 5 wise virgins who had enough. So let us now learn from this. Let us now learn from this particular Bible context, the book of Matthew chapter 25, verses 1 to 13, the parable of the virgin, the 10 virgins. Now, we have what we call preparation versus speculation. From the investment point of view, we have what we call preparation versus speculation. Wise maidens, those are investors. The wise, now I'm giving you the scenario. I'm giving you a comparative analysis between the wise 5 virgins and the foolish 5 virgins from an investment point of view, Mr. Michael Cashel. Now, I'm giving you the investment lesson from this book of Matthew chapter 25, verses 1 to 14. Now, wise maidens, investors, these are investors who anticipate uncertainty, market downtowns, liquidity crunches. And therefore, they start doing what is right, because the only way to beat inflation is by increasing your investment portfolio, so that any effect of inflation can be counterchecked by what we call the investment growth. So when it comes to the foolish maidens, these are investors who assume smooth conditions and fail to hedge risks. These are people who assume it will be okay. Next year will be okay. You remember during COVID in the year 2020, all pastors were telling us that the year 2020 will be a year of blessings. And now we have, yes. Thank you very much. There's somebody who is giving us an example here. I'm very proud of this. Hi, please just give them an example with me. I have layered 27 weeks, no savings, nothing foolish. Fudge. Now you can hear what Rahab Moiro is confessing here. So Michael Kashero, Joseph Jero, among others who are watching me from wherever you are, Charles Morioki, you need to think. Don't be like the 5 foolish maidens, the 5 foolish virgins. So we are saying foolish maidens, from the investment point of view, these are investors who assume smooth conditions and fail to hedge their risks. Lesson number 1, always prepare for volatility. Build buffers, emergency funds, diversification, have insurance. But people don't listen. You know, sometimes when I meet people and I talk to them, Mr. Charles Morioki, I just look at them and I pity them. I'll not hide. I pity some individuals. Some people who like swimming in the ocean of good intentions, but they fail to plunge themselves into the ocean of commitment, because wishing alone will not change anything. Some of you people, you are experts in procrastinating. Actually, you can even be given another name of a procrastinator, a postponer. You have been postponing so many things. I thank God I'm not a victim. You find somebody who said, I'm going to do my master's in the year 2000. 25 years down the line, this character has done nothing. He's still in the same level he was 25 years ago, unless a miracle happens. You find somebody who started saying, I'll buy a piece of land in the year 2010. 15 years down the line, he's still renting. He has got no piece of land. The only certificate he has is KCP certificate, Form 4 certificate, and the university degree certificate. Nothing else. Yet he has spent 25 years are already gone, but you have nothing to show. You need to pity yourself. So always prepare for volatility. Nobody knows what tomorrow holds for him or her. So the best thing is to continually invest. Remember the lockdowns, because Kenyans forget plenty fast. And I've told you on many occasions that Human minds have capacity to create problems equivalent to the amount of money available. So if you have the money now, come invest with us. Those people who joined us 4 years ago, they are waiting with what we call an abated breath for 16th of January 2026 because they know you'll be getting their what we call their returns on investments. What are you waiting for? What are you looking forward to? You have listened to me, you did nothing. You are like this farmer who has got 10 acres of land in a very arable place, but they don't plant and they are complaining of hunger. That's the same situation that we have. And I have always reminded you, as you join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, I have always told you this. Begin where you are with what you have. Do not wait for for what we call the perfect timings. There will be no perfect timings in this universe. We have no control over what the universe offers to us. We are a disturbance to Mother Nature. We found Mother Nature here. We have disturbed it now. We are complaining of what we call global warming because we have messed with it. And as Professor Wagari Madai said, may she rest in peace, Mother Nature is very unforgiving. You had a good job. You were earning 250,000 shillings, 250,000 shillings. You did nothing with it. You squandered that money along bypasses. You had 10 girlfriends. You were the most generous character the universe ever produced, but you had nothing tangible of your own. You are like the 5 foolish virgins. Now, the point number 2, liquidity management. Oil is equal to capital. So those who had oil is what we call the capital. They were liquid. They had their liquid with them. So what do you have? Some people, even when they want 10,000 shillings, they have to borrow. You have to go to Mshwari. You have to go to Tara. You have to go to Blanche. You have to go to Shylock. You have to go to abnormal loan. You have to go to normal loans. You see, it is quite unfortunate. What kind of lesson? What kind of a lesson are you waiting to be given? Na unajua ya kwamba wahenga walisema haba na haba hujaza kibaba na mtaka mfuguni hana budi kuinama. Wewe unasikia hizi methali lakini hauzitilii maanani kamwe. Uko na miaka 40 na huna kitu, nyumba ni ya kukodi, watoto hata hawajashiba, mafasi ni yale yale makuku. Pale ulianzia di uko tu pale, kitanda ni kile, nyumba ni ile, vikombe ni zile, na bado unajiamini ya kwamba utastaafu kistaarabu. You are among the 10 foolish virgins. Liquidity. Oil is capital or liquidity. Wise maidens carried reserves. Do you have a reserve? When you hear the Bible telling us that the 5 wise virgins had extra oil, it says they had reserves. Do you have reserve yourself? Do you have reserve? You have that. The foolish ones had none. So you need to know, place yourself where you belong, Bwana Jero. Bwana Michael Kashero, place yourself where you belong. Underline and give yourself where you belong. Are you among the wise or are you among the foolish maidens? Lesson, maintain cash reserves or liquid assets to seize opportunities or weather downtowns. Don't be fully locked into illiquid investments. You cannot continually buy at lad. Lad is good. I also have lad. But what you require as you grow old is what we call cash flow. Then number 3, we have what we call timing and patience. Subira ya futaheri. Timing and patience. Watu wengine hawana subira yoyote ile. Unataka kuja kuleta pesa kwa Quest leo, kesho unaikibiria. Itakusalia nini jameni? Kuna jambo moja ambalo mimi najua ni la maana sana katika uwekezaji. Subira. Hakuna mtu ambaye anafaulu ama anasoga mbele bila kuwa na subira. Listen to this. The bridegroom's delay equals market cycles or investment horizons. You need to be patient. And for those people who bought Safaricom shares, if I remember during the IPO, those who were impatient, those who could not wait, when the shares went down, they rushed there. They had a run. They sold their shares. Those people who were patient, the share that had dropped to 2 shillings and 50 cents went up to 43 shillings per share. They made their kill. Some of us people, we have no patience. The bridegroom's delay is equals market cycles or investment horizons. Wise investors understand that returns may take time. Wise investors, please note that. Those people who started with us on 8th November 2021, they waited patiently for 3 years. But they have a story now. Their story is different from those people who did nothing. Remember, year 2021 was year 2021 for everybody, including the foolish ones, including the wise ones. 2021 was 2021 for all of us. But the difference is what you did in that particular year, 2021. You have wasted your money with unnecessary things. You have wasted your money doing what does not count in life. You must wake up now from the Salabaland and start smelling coffee. that age is catching up with you. And when you don't invest money, you have yourself to blame. So wise investors understand that returns take time. Foolish ones panic or exhaust resources prematurely. Reason, long-term patience and readiness matter more than chasing short-term gains. And those people who lost their money, even in Desi, among other Ponzi schemes, get rich quick schemes, it is because they did not consider the fundamentals. Before you invest your money, there are fundamental factors to consider. You have heard me talk about investments, and you are doing nothing. It's all right. Let's come to point number 4, opportunity cost. When the bridegroom arrived, only those prepared benefited. Remember, I normally remind people personalities go, but institutions remain. There are some people who have been occupying media waves. Where are they today? I'll not mention their names for professional reasons. There are some people who were they were being called celebs. Where are they now? I'll not mention one. So many of them, you have seen what has happened to so many of them. Because some people get drunk with the big person syndrome. It is not about the big person syndrome that will make a change in your life. It is the little things that you do today, and more so in the economic front, in the investment front, that will make a difference in your life. Now, when the bridegroom arrived, only those prepared benefited. Lesson: investment opportunities reward those who are ready. Investment opportunities reward those who are ready. If you are not ready, expect. I had a session in this particular YouTube, my social media handles, expect the unexpected. So investment opportunities reward those who are ready. Missing preparation means missing entry into profitable ventures. Some of you have heard me talk about Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. We are almost managing $1 billion shillings. The question is, are you part? When you go to the dining table, are you the food, or are you the food to be dined on? Because you see people driving good cars, you only envy. Envy without action will produce another envy with nothing. You hear Kebisho being called a doctor, a professor, our kid, and you do nothing. You don't go to school. You don't spend money. You don't plan your life. My brother, my sister. Investment opportunities reward those who are ready. Missing preparation means missing entry into profitable ventures. Risk hedging, extra oil. Risk hedging basically means when you spread your investment in diversified arenas, you are assured that despite the economic shocks, you'll still have what we call a fallback plan. Extra risk management strategies lies in diversification, stop losses, environmental, social, and governance compliance, which we have done. Talk about lesson, anticipate worst case scenarios. Always have been teaching you on what if function. What if this thing happens? So what would happen to you in the event? For instance, I've been asking this simple question: what if you lost both hands? What if you lost both legs? What if you became bedridden? What have you done? Who will feed you? If today, when you can walk on your 2 feet, you are not feeding yourself in a balanced diet. If today, when you are walking in your 2 feet and your hands are working and your mental faculties are fully operational, you are still leading a life of challenges. What would happen, Fencia V, if those things happen to your life? And you don't want to think about this. I thank God for one of our investors who just came and told me, Kebicho, you know what? My daughter has been admitted in one of the prestigious Ivy League universities. I need my 2.5 million Kenya shillings. We produced that money to her with a lot of ease. It was seamless. If this lady had not invested, where could she have gotten that money from? From friends? For means, you will not be able to get the target that you had. So can you plan? Invest your money now. I am requesting all of you, I'm urging all of you listening to me, after this particular conversation, after this particular podcast, kindly call us on 0713 53465 to make a difference in your life, or call us on 0116 13 13 13, 0116 13 13 13, or 0713 53465, or 0753 855 243. Is that correct, Mary? 0753 855 243, I suppose. So just call us, or maybe text me on 0722 633 021. 0722 633 021. Let me go to the next point. I've talked about anticipate worst case scenarios. Wise investors hedge against uncertainty. Foolish ones gabble. You find some people right now, Daniel Keith. You find some people right now, they have gone to the casino now, gambling their money, their hard-earned money. You find a man of my age stealing money from the wife to go and gamble. No, those are sick individuals in the universe. They are liabilities. They are not value. So Daniel, when you say we slow down, I need to know why you should slow down. It is you to slow down because that is what your capacity can handle. Me, I'm even learning faster. It's up to you. You should know where you belong and where others belong, and don't try to invade. And of course, bring what we call so irreversible of missed chances. You can never go back to 2005. You cannot never go back to 2010. You can go back to 2015. So if you let opportunities are missed by many people because they are addressed novelos and they look like work. I hope you note that. Opportunities are missed by many people because they are addressed novelos and they look like work. So once the door closes, the foolish maidens could not enter. Are you among the foolish maidens? Are you among the foolish virgins? Because the moment the door closes, when opportunities close, they close. So you're there, you've been listening to ask people in the media talking about investments, and you think I'm only talking like this to benefit. Fine, it is a win-win situation. Everybody benefits. When you enter into my car, which I have bought using my 5 million shillings, for instance, and maybe a manyanga or a matatu, you're not doing me a favor. We are doing each other a favor. By riding into my car, you are taken to your destination. By using my car, I make my income. This is what we call the opportunity cost, and this is what we call a win-win situation. Everybody wins. If you join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures, Madam Jacinta J here, we all benefit. I'll be explaining maybe in the next 5 minutes where we invest this money so that you can cap. So we are talking of irreversibility of missed chances. You can't reverse. If you never bought shares of Safaricom when they were at 5 shillings, don't keep talking about it. That's an opportunity that has bypassed you because of your inability to make decisions, because of your indecisive nature. Lessons. Some opportunities are time sensitive. Yes. Like now in our company, when we started this particular investment, Mr. Sir Williams, we were selling 1 unit of investment at 16,000 shillings. Now, those people who joined us, I'm telling you, some of them, they are getting handsome returns. You'll be seeing some people changing their lifestyles in January. Some of them, they'll be even more brighter than I look like. Why? Because they did what many of us people we did not do. We never acted. And the greatest mother of failure is what we call procrastination. So some opportunities are time sensitive, like IPOs, initial public offers, policy reforms, for foreign direct investment windows. Delay or lack of readiness can permanently exclude investors. Application to modern investment. FDI and ECG. FDI stands for foreign direct investment, and ECG stands for environmental, social, and governance policies. Just as the wise maidens anticipated future needs. You see, you must start anticipating your future needs. How much money will you be requiring at age 60? If today, when you have the income and you have got maybe the energy, you are not comfortable. What makes you think you'll be comfortable when you'll be 60 years? Those are the people without money. A research has been conducted, and those the data is there, Mr. David Kariuki. If you don't save your money, if you have no money, if you have no cash flow, Madam Millicent Kebisho, my sister, if you don't have any income when you're turning 60 years, 60, 65, the statistics coming from the graveside is that after the analysis have been done of those who have been interred into the grave, majority of those people are those who worked for in very, very good companies in government sectors, but they never saved. They assumed that life will take care of itself when they retire, only to realize that they needed to start planning early enough. Just like the 5 ladies who had oil in their lamp and they had extra oil, you need to start envisaging how life will be when you retire. If you are doing nothing, statistics have shown that you will not be able to last 5 years after retirement. So if that is what you want, the choice is yours. Portfolio strategy. Keep a balance between gross assets and safety nets. You need to take away. The parable teaches, because I want to move on, to move to the tail end of this discussion. What does the parable of the 10 maidens in the Bible, in the book of Matthew 25, verses 1 to 13 tell us? The parable teaches us that investment success is less about predicting the future and more about preparing for uncertainty. What a statement. Wow. Listen to this, my sister, Millicent. The parable teaches that investment success is less about predicting the future and more about preparing for uncertainty. Wise investors build resilience, maintain liquidity, and anticipate risks. So when opportunities arrive, they are ready to enter. Where do we invest? Where are we investing your money in? Allow me now to mention this. Please pay attention. For those people who want to join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited, and Quest Pinnacle has assets under management worth almost $1 billion Kenya shillings, and we are conducting our AGM on 16th of January 2026. The AGM is meant for those people who have invested with us. If you have not invested with us, just know the date and throw it to the dustbin, because it doesn't make sense to you. If you hear that it is actually the reaping season and you never planted, give people space to go and leap and watch them as they enjoy life as you gnash your teeth, because you had a chance, you had a time. Time and chance happens to them more. That's what the Bible says. So we invest your money in terms of what we do not invest our money here locally. We invest money in what we call offshore investment. Offshore investment means that we are investing this money in other jurisdictions where peace and tranquility prevail, where is what we call political stability and predictability. At the same time, we invest our money into what we call diversified vehicles. One of them is what we call commodities. I may not be having all the time to explain. Commodities ranges between, includes but not limited to, we sell grain, we sell oil, we sell what we call we sell even what we refer to as gases and what have you to nations all over the world, and we have our partners who do that for us, and we get our returns. We also deal with what we call precious metals like gold, platinum, silver, and what have you. We deal with that, and that is being handled by our partners. We have an MOU. We deal in what we call hedging. For instance, in the world, we have got so many aircraft. So what airways do is that they use our product because we have enough money. We buy what we call fuel, jet fuel in bulk, and that fuel is actually distributed to the various nations that have ordered, and we make our money out of that. And why do we call it hedging? It is because it takes care of the fluctuating prices. So once we have a deal, which has got what we call a complete seal, meaning that will not be affected by what we call the economic downtowns, and therefore we make our money from there. Then we have what we call the single stocks. Single stocks, we do that. People have brilliant ideas, and what they are looking for is what we call maybe seed capital. We do give seed capital, and that seed capital is backed up by what we call technical teams, and we do this large scale in China, among other greater economies. We have what we call stock indices, just like we talk about the consumer. We talk about the CPI, Consumer Protection Index. So we normally have what we call the stock indices, where we ensure that we give what we call collect data on the cost centers of commodities being processed in various world destinations. And therefore, we are paid for what we call the technical expertise, and we get our returns on that. We also deal in what we call Forex, but in a very high manner, because we normally use what we call the AI, the artificial intelligence, and therefore we are what we call real time in terms of generating income from those foreign exchanges, and we also get our part and our portion from that particular process. We also in what we call debentures. Debentures are 5 types. I will not explain them. We have what we call the convertible debenture, redeemable debenture, irredeemable debenture, naked debenture, and secured debenture. Debentures are long-term loans given by financial institutions to other needy institutions with what we call guaranteed rate of return. So we are assured that our investment is going to give you back money, and that is what we do. So for those people who are desirous of joining us, our number, our Jane Minor, is 0713 534 65. You can even call us on 0116 13 13 13, 0116 13 13 13. You can even write to me a text 0722 633 for more information. May God bless you. It's up to you. Decide whether you belong to the 5 wise virgins or you belong to the 5 foolish virgins. I can take some questions. Thank you very much, Joseph Goge. You are most welcome to come and join us at Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. You'll never neglect. Can I hear some questions from you now so that I can bring the Simo? Ask me questions. Thank you for your likes. I can see that you have given me a number of likes, about 3.3 likes. I really appreciate. Follow me, please. Make sure that you follow me. You'll be getting a lot of information. Even after this, I'll spend another 20 minutes on a different topic altogether. Benson Dumia, thank you for the likes. Trillionaire Julius, the number 1. Thank you very much. Carlo Kims, thank you so much. Aguvania, thank you. Resh Aguvania. Branca, thank you so much. Jerry the Blood, thank you so much. Jane Mika, thank you very much. Elis Kahenia, thank you very much. Victor, I appreciate all of you. Daniel Case, I hope you have understood what it is that we were discussing. JIG, Master V, Serere. Autocare, thank you very much. I hope that is not the Serere of Quest. Benson Dumia. So I think at that point, I'm going to take a few questions, then I bring this show to a close. Please come and join Quest Pinnacle Investment Ventures Limited. You'll never go wrong. Managing a billion is good and the returns are nice. On toast, sir. Joro, thank you very much. On toast, sir. Thank you, Joro. Shish, Mambo, Marion Jockey, thank you. How do we join? Master V, just call the number I've given you, please. 0116 13 13 13. 0116 13 13 13. Sorry for that interruption. I'm sorry because somebody has just called me and has actually interfered with my TikTok page. So I'm back again. So you only require Master Fee. Call us on 0116 13 13 13. 0116 13 13 13. It will give you, you'll be surprised. You'll come and join us. We have a very nice group, WhatsApp group, where people share their experiences. And I'm telling you, the experience is good. The experience is good. The experience is beautiful. The experience is good. So that is the number. Is there any questions, Charles Morioki? My Mr. Kebisho Salimia Tabe. She's my boss in Mwea. Haya, I'll do that. Hi, my Mr. Kebisho Salimia Tabitha. Tabitha Ntamsalimia, that's my sweetheart. I'll say hi to my sweetheart. Master Fee, thank you very much, Master Fee. I'm waiting. I can hear people have started calling. I can hear my office admin responding to your calls. We will do that. And if you call us and she's busy, don't you worry. That phone is so sophisticated and complicated to pass over to me. If it doesn't find me, it goes to the directors or the chairmans, and then can be taken also to our accountant. So thank you, Joseph Joroge. Thank you for joining us. Helen Kapieng, how are you? Building Materi, how are you? Venza V, any question? Well represented from Yushi Gishu. Millicent Kebisho is watching from Nakuru. Jenny Maina, thank you very much. Aris Jerry, I don't know whether that's my cousin. I have a cousin, but first cousin by the name Aris Jerry. So thank you. How do we join? I've already explained. Thank you very much. My Benson Dumia. Na nitawasihi Wanakenya ambao mnanisikiza. Msiwe tu watu wa kusikiza bila kuchukua hatua. Make sure that you do something. Call us, we'll explain more. Listen to us. Usiogope, tupigie simu. Thank you very much for your likes. I really appreciate. Thank you very much for joining my YouTube, my social media handles. Now, in the next few minutes, because I'll be coming back, I'll be discussing to you a very interesting subject also. This will not be on investment now. This will be preparing you psychologically what you need to know about life. So I hope you'll not be going far away. Carlo Kanike. I'm looking forward. Please make sure that you keep our secretary busy by calling that number 0116 13 13 13 or 0713 534 65 or 0753 855 243 is also a number. You can even text me personally on 0722 633 021. You can even actually inbox me. I'll appreciate. May God bless all of you. I speak blessings upon your lives. You are a wonderful people, and I thank God because we have really, the social media handles have really graduated from being a platform of people who think less to people who think more. May God bless you. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud to be associated with you. May God bless you. I'll be coming back shortly on a different topic, so please don't go far. I'll give you the topic in the next few minutes before I leave to go and see my clients who are calling me somewhere out there. May God bless you. Call us on 0116 13 13 13 or 0713 534 65 or 0753 855 243 or inbox me or the DM me on 0722 633 021. Thank you very much. Do have a wonderful time wherever you are.